chocolate brownies. These are really easy. You can make them in any air fryer, and I'm sure you will absolutely love this recipe because it's quick, easy and convenient, and they make the most gooey, rich, indulgent chocolate brownies. And if you're new here to this channel, then please subscribe. And don't forget, if you enjoy the video, then please just give me a like. Let's go and cook. So today's recipe is air fryer chocolate brownies, and these are absolutely delicious. Over here on the hob, I've got some water that I'm just warming. And then sitting over the top of that, I've got 100 grams of unsalted butter and 100 grams of dark chocolate. So we're just going to melt those together. You can actually simmer water in your Ninja if you prefer. But the problem I have is that this one, I probably should have bought a bigger one. That it's a little bit temperamental. It can easily fall in. So a little bit annoying. I should have bought a bigger one. These are available on Amazon and they're really good. Just means that you can do the whole process using the Ninja, but never mind. Anyway, so I'm just going to be using my hob alongside today. I'm going to be using my deep Ninja tin, and as you can see, I've just greased that with a little bit of butter. You can line it. The non-stick on this is pretty incredible. I've never had an issue with it. That is going to go on the rack and be lowered in once we've got our brownie mixture. This is starting to get warm, so that's great. Over here, I've got my other ingredients. So I've got 50 grams of plain flour, 25 grams of a good dark cocoa. Then you're going to want around 100 to 150 grams. I've gone with 150, making it super chocolatey. This is milk chocolate. You can add in white chocolate or a mixture is really nice. I thought I'd bought them and I hadn't. I must have used them for something else. So that was a little bit annoying today, but never mind. You can definitely do half and half. And I think that's probably the best, to be honest. If you just put some white chocolate in it as well, it's really good. So that is my chocolate chips and my chocolate chunks. And then in here, I've got my light brown sugar, which is 150 grams. So we're all weighed out and more or less ready to go. The last ingredients we're going to need is 2 eggs. So let's get the eggs. Great. Just going to wait for this and then we can get mixing up. So once your butter and your chocolate is melted, add that to your bowl that you're going to use to mix all your ingredients together. And you want to do that because this bowl's cold, so it's obviously going to cool it down that little bit quicker as well, which is going to help. And I don't like to add my eggs in straight away because you will end up with scrambled eggs. So I just mix that around a little bit more and just allow that to cool off just ever so slightly. So the first thing I add is my sugar. And that is going to literally melt in because that's still warm. Look at that. Just dissolves in there perfectly. Then I'm going to use this bowl to crack my eggs. And then second one. Great, eggs. Now let's put those in. Give them a good beating into that mixture. It smells incredible, by the way. Such rich chocolate flavours and smells. Oh, so good. My son is going to be very happy when he comes home from school and sees these. So now in with the 50 grams of plain flour, 25 grams of cocoa. And let's just fold that in. This is a really simple recipe. And as you know, that's how I like it. We don't want to make our lives difficult, but we want to create really nice, delicious food using the Ninja. Last thing that goes in is my chocolate chunks or chocolate chips, and just fold those through your brownie batter. There you go, look at that, look how glossy it is. That looks really, really good. Now this isn't a massive batch, but it works really well in the air fryer. And then I can scrape in the brownie mixture. Let's get that in. And then just spread that out. Now let's lower that inside the air fryer. I haven't preheated this or done anything, by the way. So that is now in ready to bake. well, I say bake, it's actually air fry. Brilliant, we're on air fry. Let's turn the temperature down. I'm looking for 160, so it's a fairly low temperature. And these are gonna need around 15 minutes. I like to check them at around 14, but I'm going to set it for 15 because that's roughly how long these have taken before. When we've cooked things in the silicone molds, you'll notice it has taken a lot longer. With these brownies, the way that I do these is use the metal tin because it conducts the heat so much better, takes less time to cook. But with these, they also won't look completely baked when they come out. We'll need to put them in the fridge for a few hours to set. So I'm making these at lunchtime. I'm then going to put them in the fridge and they will set ready for dinner later or a treat for when my son gets in from school. So timing is perfect. Okay, the time is up. Let's open up and have a look. This looks really, really good. So it's going to have a firm top to it, but I know that it's going to be fairly gooey-ish still inside, which obviously you do want a gooey brownie. But this is the reason that we then cool this in the fridge. So let's take my tea towel and just pick that up. I'll give you a close-up of what you're expecting it to look like. So all I'm going to do now is leave this to cool, literally like this, in the tin, so don't remove it. And then once this is cooled to room temperature, I'll pop it in the fridge for a few hours and then it will be ready to serve. Here we go. This is the brownie. Look at that. How oozy and delicious that is. Oh, look at it, that side. It's got a really nice texture to it because you've got some firmer pieces, you've got a nice crispy sort of top to that, and then that oozing middle. Absolutely delicious. I do have to confess though, you do need to line the tin. This was actually quite difficult to get out of the tin. So definitely line it and then you can lift it straight out and you can slice it.